Okay, this next video is going to be about the first major assignment that you have due worth 10% of your grade. The assignment sheet is up on Moodle. There's actually a revised edition, so if you haven't already seen, if you've already looked at it by the time I post this, double check because a couple of things have changed that I think will be helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and show this to you and share it with you. Pardon me. And so that we can look at it together real quick. So basically, it's what we've already been doing in class. It's what most of the videos are about. That whole series, I think it's a 4-part or 5-part series on Gwendolyn Brooks' poem, We Real Cool, is my working through an example of both doing a close reading through like a lecture, but also there's sections in there where I'm typing up my ideas as I go, so you can see it in the sentence form with the paragraph structure. So if you've yet to watch any of those, please do so. Those are designed to help you out as you go into this first major essay. This also, sorry, I'm not doing 2 takes of these videos anymore. So you just have to listen to that terrible sound. So the paper's due this coming Friday, June 12th. I'm going to give you until, I don't remember the deadline. I think it says midnight, but double check your syllabus on that. So it's a close reading, then there's an explication or an analysis. How do you take a poem apart word by word and arguing as you go for a central claim concerning the poem? You're going to focus on imagery and line, which is what we've been talking about up to this point. This week's the videos will cover form and structure, but you're really only responsible for imagery and line with this first paper. So you need to choose a poem from the packet. So you can't choose something that we've worked on as a class. So nothing that I've done a video on, those aren't allowed. Those are off limits. But you can, if you've read something that I didn't do the James Tate poem last week, I realized. So you could absolutely use that one if you found it to be interesting. Please do so. Perfectly fine. But not anything else that I discussed. Typically, you're going to discuss a specific part of the poem. You may not be able to discuss the whole thing, especially if you pick something that's relatively long. I'm not looking for summary. I'm looking for really close attention. So you may not even get through all of a short poem. That's okay. I'm just interested in how deep you can dive. You must talk about imagery and line. You can discuss other elements as well, but it must have analysis of imagery and line. So those words must show up inside of your paper, and you must actually conduct analysis on them. It's 1,000 words, which is really pretty short for an assignment like this. I think most semesters ask for about 1,500 to 2,000 words from students on the first essay. So I'm really trying to get this to cut down, have you be very specific about what you're working on. You have to have in-text citations. So again, watch those videos as I explain how to do that one, as well as a works cited page. And I'll give an example of that one as well. This is the goal, right? Just to become a better writer and create better argument. The main starting point I have for you is just pick a poem you don't understand. And there's a lot of poems in there that are difficult, and that's great. Pick one that you don't get, because you're going to have to really do a process of discovery with it as you write on it. So if you read one and it seems interesting to you, then trust that one, and then you can start reading it multiple times and understand it on a sentence level. So you can go through this one. That's pretty much the whole thing. I'm happy to talk to you individually or through email about any of the poems selections that you want. You can do that in office hours tomorrow from 2 to 2:30, or you can schedule a separate meeting with me if you would like to discuss a poem and just to kind of see your way through it. But other than that, that's the major part of the assignment. So, excuse me, that is the first major assignment. So absolutely send questions to me, and I'll clarify more as I need to. If you need more content and video, just let me know, and I'll include that as well. So, all right, thank you. Have a lovely evening.